Hey guys, I just wanted to make a little video today. Um, I guess it's like a photo album video where y'all can get to know me a little bit better, but through my family for today. And so I will be showing you some pictures that I have of my family. And I guess I'll start with me. I do have one. I'm not very keen on taking photos for many reasons. But there I am. And that is a very ugly photo. There's like stuff that's stuck on the top. But anyway, in that photo, I'm about 15 years old. And that was when I started to act like a little badass, if you will. Like, I just kind of spiraled into a lot of bad habits. And I don't mean drugs and stuff, but I just mean like hung around with guys and just not proud of all the things I was doing back then. But, you know, my grandparents' death was still a little bit fresh. And my mom at that time wasn't really paying too much attention to us because she was going through like a divorce. And so I just kind of spiraled a little bit out of control. Just a little bit. But anyway, the next photo that I'm going to be showing is my mom. And she's, you know, always been a big part of my life. And she always will be, hopefully. Because sometimes we do have our fallouts. We do argue a lot if we're around each other too much. But I guess that's just how my family is. But she honestly has been the only one that's been there for me versus anybody else. So the first photo that I'm going to show you is, I believe she was a junior in high school. And I think she's very pretty, even back then and now too as well. I'm surprised she didn't win like the most prettiest girl in school. But yeah. And then this was later. This was back in 2000. Because she graduated, I believe, in 1980. And then in this photo, this was in 2001, 2002. Honestly, she looks the same. She does not age. Even though she's had us crazy kids, she doesn't have wrinkles. I mean, you compare 1980 to 2001, 2002. She has not really aged at all. Maybe gained some weight, but that's about it. So yeah, those are those photos. And then the next one that I have is of her ex-boyfriend. And the reason why I'm showing this one is because this guy was there for us when we needed him the most. And if I would have had to choose a stepdad, I would have picked him. Just because he was great. Even after they broke up, he still talked to us. You know, would check to see if we were okay. And he wanted to come back, but my mom just, I think she suspected that he cheated on her. And my mom's not very forgiving. So she did not want to give him a second chance. And, you know, that made me frustrated because I always wanted him to come back and make her happy again. When he was around, she was always happy. So this is what he looks like. And it's very unfortunate because when she did want him around, like I was saying, when she did want him around, finally in the end, it was too late because he already had prostate cancer. And he died, unfortunately. So, but I've been meaning to visit his grave. I just haven't had the time at all. And with all this rain going on, you know, I don't know when I'm gonna go. And so the next photo that I'm gonna show y'all is a picture of my aunt, the one that passed away. And I know I made a video about that, so if y'all haven't checked that out, go ahead and feel free to. It explains a little bit more in detail. At least I think I uploaded it. But if it's not on the list of videos, let me know. But this is what she looked like. And this photo was also taken a couple of years ago. But honestly, same with her. On my mom's side, they don't age. So she pretty much looked the same. And I think maybe she just like got skinnier as she got sicker. But yeah, she died of cancer too. And guys, this is why I hate cancer, because cancer takes away good people, and it's just not fair. But anyway, she was actually an aunt that I was close to, so I didn't cry at her funeral, but I just didn't really know how to feel. And I kind of still don't, because it's still fresh, but I just have to remember that she's in a better place. Okay, so the next photo that I'm going to show y'all is of, my grandpa. He was a big part of my life, and he had a big influence on my life. To me, he's the only real man that I've ever known, just because he was a good example. He took care of his family, took care of his kids, his grandkids, loved us dearly. He always put family over friends, over everything. Family was a big, huge deal to him. His religion was a big, huge deal to him. He just, he worked really hard for all that he had for him and his family. And he's just a very important person to me, and unfortunately he has been dead for years, but I'm just glad that my mom decided to move to the side of town where they lived at, so we could at least spend a lot of time with them as much as we could before they died. And we did, and I'm very thankful for that. Oops, that just jumped right out of the camera. But this is him. And of course, that's my mom in the back. She adored her father. Like, she was very close to him as well. And, I mean, he didn't die young. He died at a decent age. But it just sucks. He got married late in life, so we didn't get to spend too much time with him, as much as I would have wanted. Okay, so the last photo that I'm going to show y'all, I didn't want to include this photo, but I'm going to show y'all anyway. This photo is of my dad, my biological dad. And even though this person I hate the most, and, out of everybody that I've ever known, in more videos you will find out why I hate him so much. I will explain in another video. But this is what he looks like. Some of these photos, they have too much exposure, just because you could just barely see their faces. But that was him. And he kind of looks the same, only probably a bit more skinnier, a bit more darker. And his face has changed maybe a little. Like, he changes it all the time. Like, he'll have a beard, sometimes he won't. Now he's getting a little bit more white hair, but not that bad. He actually has like a lot of black hair. But then I haven't seen him in a few years. I haven't really talked to him. Some of my siblings, unfortunately, they talk to him after all that he's done to us and everything. And so I get word from them. But he is not a good person in my life, nor do I really like to acknowledge him. I don't talk to him. I haven't talked to him in years. And like I said, in later videos, you will find out why I hate him so much. Right now is just not the time. But so anyway, those are all my photos of most of my family, except the idiot at the end. But, so yeah, I will talk more about me and my family. I will probably make a series called Real Talk, and that is just gonna be about the good and the bad, the raw, dirty truth about a lot of things. So stay tuned.